welcome to Knit One Heart 2,
episode 176.
I'm Sheila, also known as Sheila D37.
And I'm Wendy, also known as Penny Wenny. And this is the episode where we're going to give away all of the prizes.
Yay, Prize-a-palooza!
I think we are drawing 11 prizes.
Yeah, because we're actually going to tell you who won for the shawl.
The shawl contest.
And then we have our August stash, a giveaway, which is 2 weeks late.
Yep.
Buried in stash.
Given away.
Knits that breathe.
Given away.
And we have another winner for Bigfoot knits.
Because the person who won had won in a different place, and she offered to give up her prize to somebody else. So I checked with Cooperative Press, and they were glad to do it. So you get another chance at winning Bigfoot knits.
And we're going to draw from the thread that was already there.
Yes, we
already drew.
We drew again.
Thread.
We drew all the prizes in advance because this is a lot of prizes.
Yes.
So
and we have them all here too.
We have them. I have them right here. They're all in a big pile by my feet.
Good. So on that note, any other things going on?
I'm trying to remember.
No, I don't think so.
I'm trying to think, but nothing's happening.
The lights are on, but you're not home. Your mind is not your own. Sorry.
I have to stand in the background and just go.
So we're recording at my house today. It is Friday morning. I have the day off. Yay! And I'm going to be resting and sleeping. It's my first day off with the new job without any kids.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah. My husband's like, just relax then. I'm like, I plan to.
You don't have to tell me that.
I know. I will probably be doing laundry, though. So we're on the dance card, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You go first.
So I have the blanket. And it's in the middle of a row, so I apologize. Right now, it's just beige, off-white. It's actually, I think it will be... It's not going to be as big as I usually make it, because it's hurting my hands.
Hey, I need to know when you're going to be done.
I'm trying.
My sizes are small.
I know. Well, send it off, and I can do mine separately. But I'm getting there. I'm hoping now that I'm on the decrease section, it'll stop flying quicker.
Yeah.
I have a soccer game that I have to be to tomorrow, so maybe I can knit there. I have no other plans for today. I do have to go out and get dinner, but that's like roasted chicken, nothing big. So I'm working on that. I'm in the decrease, but I just started the decrease, and I just dropped a whole bunch of stitches.
Oops.
That's all right.
Good thing cotton's pretty grabby.
Yeah. But once it starts getting smaller, and then I'm going to wash it, and then do my other stuff to it. We'll see. So that's one thing on the needles. I cast on another thing. I'm doing the duotone cowl. I don't know who it's
Duotone
by.
cowl. It's free on Ravelry.
Who's it by?
Orange Blossom Knits, I want to say. I'm not 100% sure. You can double check by looking in our show notes, because I will put it in my show notes.
I think I already have it listed on my project page, too.
I updated my project page.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
So, yep, it is by Orange Flower Yarn.
Orange Flower Yarn. I was really close.
You were. So this is the one where you use two colors. You do the same stripe sequence with one set of colors, and then you reverse the stripe sequence with the same set.
And I knit it in purple and orange.
I'm just showing you the picture of...
I did mine with 2 yarns so that it looks like that.
I'm just showing you the picture on the Ravelry site. So, sorry. I'm doing what our friend Denise called the fake duotone, because I'm doing it from striping yarn from Snitches, which is one of my favorites. It's pink and gray. It's called Zoot Suit. This is the skein of yarn. And I'm liking how this is turning out. Now, I started off with 90 stitches. I don't recall what the pattern calls for, because in all honesty, I didn't really read it.
Also, the pattern, I think, is written for DK, and you're
using fingering. So a lot of people cast on more to get the width, but I don't want the width. I want the length, so that I can wrap it around. So this is what the striping sequence is turning out to be, and I really like it. I did start off with 90. I've reduced it down to either 72 or 76. I want to say it's 76, because it's 32 on each side. And so it's thin stripes here, thick stripes here, and then reverse on each side.
That'd be... Oh, no. It would be...
30... I don't know. This 30.
That's math. Wait,
I think there's 32 on each side.
32
so
plus 32 is 64.
No, then it's more than that. So it must be 36. So it's
36
stitches.
and 36, that would be
72 stitches. Sorry. It's too early in the morning. It's 11:30. It's too early in the morning.
Math is hard.
So I'm going to knit until I'm done. I did not do the provisional cast on. Because, that's not how I roll.
Sorry.
I'm just going to fudge it somehow. We'll figure it out.
Fake it till I make it.
And I really love the colors of this.
I do too. It's pretty.
Pink and gray. That's a closer view. So this is my fake duotone, thanks to Denise.
Denise is full of good ideas.
And it's a self-striping yarn by Snitches. It's her syncopation Zoot Suit. And I don't know how many she made, but it doesn't look like a lot. But this is the first project that's been cast on, that's been posted. Let's put it that way. I'm not saying that no one else has used their Zoot Suit, but it's not posted anywhere.
Oh, cool.
It's not like anything special.
I like it.
And I'm using size 5 needles. The size 6 was just a little too big. Even though it's doubled, it's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm working. This is mostly my work knitting. And a little bit more. My car knitting, work knitting. Because this is getting too big and it will get too awkward.
Yeah.
The blanket. And that's all I have on the needles.
Well, I only have one thing actively on the needles this week. I am knitting a fish hat from Knitty. Knitty probably in 2008, I want to say.
Somewhere around there.
It was a ways ago. Basically, you
Dead or alive.
It's called Fish Hat Dead or Alive. And you use short rows to form the
jaw,
the mouth. And then you knit rows, and I modified it by doing a row of both colors in between each transition, so I get like this jagged effect, and it helps with the, because I didn't bother to hide my, my row transitions. I know you can do it, but it hides them a little bit better to have it like that. I realize now, I said last week that I had made a modification that I couldn't remember. The last time I knit it so that the row jogs were on the back of the hat, because the way that this is done, they're on the side of the hat. Mm-hmm. But I couldn't remember what I did, and I was too lazy to look at my notes from the other one, so I just did them this way. And like I said, you can see it a little bit now, but when I pull the threads in, they're not as noticeable. Now I can't find where they are. There they are. So I don't really think it's a big deal. Plus it's for my niece and nephew. They're not going to care. So I am about to do the second decrease row towards the tail. And I am knitting this out of complete stash yarn. The pink is Arcania Nature Wool in pink, and the purple is Purple Heather Cascade 220, and both are yarns that I bought in 2008 or 2009 when Fabric Place went out of business. Okay. So I'm getting rid of some deep, old worsted stash. These are all I have a sweater's worth of this purple. But I can always I think they still make this color. I can always get more of this color if I needed it for something. But the pink is something that I had one skein of. Right. So this is a great way to get rid of stuff like that. That's good. So that's all I have actively on the needles. I also wanted to tell you that I did do a little finish it or frog it session. I did. I have not done the actual frogging yet, but I made a decision. I am frogging Semille, which is made with my Leading Men. Lace. Ghost Light lace. I love that yarn too much to have it be in a project that I'm not enjoying. I'm ripping that puppy out. And I am ripping out something else too. Oh, my Play It Life Socky Mocky socks that I was just doing. I want to just knit plain toe-up socks. Yeah. I'm going to rip them back. I'm going to knit them on a bigger needle. I'm up to the ankle on one of them, but I knit them on a size 1 because I wanted to try out that because I had a signature size one that I picked up, and then my signature one broke and they didn't have any more. They're not too small. They're okay, but I just feel like it would be more me if I just knit a plain toe-up sock. I love that yarn so much. Again, I just was like playing around and doing different things on it, and I don't have the energy to try to figure out what I did, and I don't feel like having two different socks. So I'm ripping those both back and putting it back in the stash, and I will reknit it with it again when I get inspired and when I find a project. I actually kind of know the sock pattern that I want to use on the Saki Maki. I might cast that on right away and just bang out a pair of socks. So we'll see. Be good. I'm gonna do it on size 2.5. I mean, I'm just gonna do fast ones. I'm not gonna screw around with size 1 needles again. What was I even thinking?
I don't know.
Gosh. So yeah. But yeah, those two projects are getting it. And there's a whole box of stuff upstairs that I found when I was reorganizing that I need to like evaluate. I already threw away. I had a pair of gray men's socks, I told you, that got moth eaten. I threw away. I just threw them away. I took the needles out and threw the whole thing in the trash. Really? Yeah. But there are a couple of other things in there that need to be like finished or frogged. I'm just gonna try to hone down. So we'll see how that goes.
Well, that'll be good.
Yeah. So, but this is it for my on the dance card. Yeah.
Yeah. Rate your date. I got kind of like 1.5 or maybe 2 halves.
She has a PhD.
2 halves because I'm wearing one that I did not make, but I was asked to show and display.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
So this is my son's version. Now we kind of fixed. I can't say no. Fixed is not the word to say.
We zhuzhed it to make it look.
So this is finger knitting. Zachary did some finger knitting with some cotton yarn. He picked out the color he wanted, and I just showed him how to finger knit. And I don't know how he bound off because I wasn't here when he did it. So it was during the summer, and he just did it one day. So this is a whole skein of cotton yarn.
And it's really long.
It's really long. Finger knitted. So it's, what do we got, 4 rows?
Yeah, we doubled it and then doubled it again.
We doubled it and doubled it again, knotted the ends. And he's very excited over it. He can't wait to wear it. And so I put it on. He's like, "Did you show it, Mama?" I said, "No, I didn't." He goes, "Ah." I said, "I will show it."
He's very excited. He made it himself.
And I should probably give him another skein of yarn to do. I have a thicker yarn.
Well, he enjoyed it, and that's good. I know Lily loves knitting.
I think that'll be one step he'll go to. He enjoys the Zoom loom. Like I showed him a little bit, but trying to get it started, it was, I don't know, my mind was not wrapping around it, so I'm just like, whatever.
It's like second nature to me now.
I know, but he wanted to do that, and I'm like, you know what, let me show you finger knitting instead, and I showed him finger knitting, and he flew with that one. I'm like, good, we'll just stick with that. I got enough yarn that we can double,
Lily
triple,
knit a bunny
whatever.
nugget, and
really?
Yes, I showed her how to do increases and decreases, and I-cord, because I make the ears on the bunny nugget be I-cord rather than trying to do it the way that she says. Right. And finishing, and she did the whole thing by herself. The only thing that she needs to do is a pom-pom.
So, this is what he did. We just, like we said,
cute.
we oomphed it up a little.
Zhuzhed. I like a zhuzh.
I actually like the 4. I mean, it looks pretty good.
I think it looks pretty good.
You could actually probably go like this and still
stick it through. Yeah. It looks good.
Yeah, like something like that. There we go.
Looks very nice.
So, he was excited. So, that is, like I said, it's not my project done, but it's his, and he wanted me to show it. I have a PhD, a project half done. So, I have one of my socks finally finished. This is Miss Babs, I believe.
Yeah.
I purchased this. This is the denim colorway, and we were gifted the small skein through the
Podcaster Challenge.
Which was how long ago?
2011.
Was it that long ago? Wow.
Yes. I still have mine up in my stash. I think I'm going to use it to make a square on my Zoom loom.
There you go. You make more than one.
Probably. I'll probably give some of it to Diane.
Because, I still, I did it this way, and I did the 3 stripes. I kind of like it.
I like it.
Pretty. Yeah. It just breaks it up. So this is on hold right now. I had worked, so anyone that's been watching, I worked all the way up to here with a cable. Yeah. And realized it was really, I could have wore it. It was just really too tight around the ankle part. So I ripped it all the way back and knit again. So I'm taking a time out.
It's in the naughty
something
closet.
with color. It's not in the naughty closet. I just want something with color. So I'll keep it down here where the moths won't eat it. Because, knowing my luck, I'll try and cast on the other one, and this one will be eaten. Because after I do that, I'll probably cast on something more holiday. And by that time, it will probably be Christmas. Who knows? We'll see. But those are my projects that are half done.
I have one date to rate. Let me just put this down. I just started the color work row. I finished my other fish hat. This is, again, from Knitty. And it's called Fish Hat Dead or Alive.
Can I see what it looks like?
It looking on you. That looks good. Now make the eyes go more centered. There.
I'm trying. I'm just not doing very good. Is that centered?
I don't know. The eyes are probably a little bit off. It's for a kid.
Oh, all right.
There you go. Yeah, there. That's centered. That's cute.
And again, I don't look good with hats, even fish hats.
Well, I don't know. That's not as bad as just like a regular, like toque. Here we go. Fish hat. Dead or alive.
It's fun. I made a couple of those too. Those are fun.
Yeah, they're fun. Mine obviously is live. I use these buttons from Joanne to be the eyes. They're all the same. I don't know why they look off on. Maybe our heads are off. And then my hair's all crazy. Anyway, this is also out of our Arcania Nature Wool that I got from the closing of Fabric Place. And I had, again, one skein of red and one skein of blue. So this was a great way. And I used most of it.
Were you planning on felting something or something for one skein? Or were you
No, I just bought it because it was yarn and it was like
cheap.
It was like $3 a skein. And at the time, Jack was little, so I could have gotten
a couple things out of it.
A couple things, hat, mittens, and socks, or I could have gotten a lot of stuff out of it. And I just figured, it's a good, solid staple wool. I think it's very pretty. And this one's completely finished. And
I like it.
I do too. I did do one modification. Well, I don't know if it's a modification. This pattern has a couple of areas where I feel like it's kind of like a recipe more than a, like it says knit 4 3/4 inches before you start in stockinette, before you start decreasing. Do they mean from here? Or do they mean from here? I measured from here because after the short
Which
rows,
makes sense.
I measured from the side of the mouth. So I don't know if that's true. And then when they tell you to put the fins on, they were like the same thing. And I'm like, well, I'll measure from here. And then they said to pick up stitches. And I picked up, instead of picking up like you normally would by picking up the 2 legs of the stitch, I actually picked up from the bar in between the stitch so that it would fall in between the 2 rows of stitches. Otherwise, it had the stitches on one side. So I think this is just a little bit of a cleaner look. So I don't know if it didn't really give you any guidance how to pick up the stitches. And but other than that, I followed the pattern pretty much. And I think it's really cute.
It is. It's
and
adorable.
My niece and nephew had these when they were small. And they got ruined or lost or whatever. And their mom said they wanted more. So that's one done. And this one is getting there. I did also, the first time I made them, I carried the yarn up so that I didn't have all these little ends. But I didn't on this one. I just wove it in as I went. So, worked fine. It's cute.
Now, let me just ask, that's made out of wool.
Yep.
Will the mom take care of them properly?
Well, she managed to get, one of them survived until last year, so You know, things happen. I mean, even stuff gets felted in our
No,
houses.
I know. I'm just curious.
She's a knitter, so she knows. But,
all right.
But this kind of knitting, she can knit like scarves. She said this is too complicated for her.
Oh.
And honestly, this is not a complicated pattern. It has short rows. You don't even have to pick up your wraps. And it has decreased rows. And I guess here you knit the tail flat and then you seam it together. So you don't even have to knit this in the round.
But you knit it in the round.
No, I seamed it. I had mattress stitch. I think last time I might have knit it in the round.
I think I did last time.
But, you know, and then you just pick up and knit this rib. So this is not a difficult knit. I just think that because it has a lot of parts to it, she was like, oh, I can't do it.
Right.
It's 3D. You know how some people are like, I can knit flat, but once I start knitting in the round. So, yeah, that's almost done. That's my obligation knitting. But I'm happy to have a niece and nephew. You guys hear about the Peach all the time, Princess Peach, but these are my other. I have 4 nieces and nephews all together. And this is the brother and sister, niece and nephew, and I'm happy that they appreciate my hand knits.
Reminds me, I have a hat that I knit for my brother. I should probably send to him now that it's probably getting a little cooler out in Arizona.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
And it's his birthday soon, so.
So that's all I have for on the dance card.
Okay, Whirlwind Romance.
No? No. Not this week. Oops.
Alrighty. Baubles and Bling?
Baubles and Bling. We both got Baubles and Bling.
We both got Baubles and Bling from a very nice viewer of ours.
A very nice viewer. We're not sure if she wants to be acknowledged publicly or not, so we are not acknowledging her publicly.
But we are acknowledging her because we love you.
Yes, we love you so much. This was completely unnecessary, but highly appreciated.
Very much so. So we both got a set of Knitter's Pride Nove Platina, special interchangeable needle set with 16-inch cords. So we have to purchase the other cords, which is, yeah.
Except that we found out of curiosity.
Right,
You don't,
but
I have to just tell you so that our viewer that sent them know. This is Sheila's first set of complete interchangeable needles.
And I am so appreciative of them. I love them. They couldn't have come at a better time.
And I love how short they are. And just to show you, that really tall needle that's in there is a Knit Picks. And it's next to another one. And I went ahead and just out of curiosity, I wanted to see if they would work with my Knit Picks cables. Because I have 2 sets of Knit Picks interchangeables. And I want to show you that they do work with the Knit Picks interchangeable cords. So that's something to think about if you want to get another set of needles.
I like that they're shorter.
Oh, I love how much shorter they are. And they are much pointier and taller. Well, they're not much pointier, but the tip is much taller. More like a signature needle.
Yes.
So I am thrilled.
Longer and pointier needles, chrome surface, shinier.
And the other thing I love about them, like signature needles, they have, I can't get it. They have the needle size right on the tip so that you don't have to size your needles before you put them together, which I find to be so much handier.
And this set comes US size 4 to 10. So
like most interchangeables,
right?
The standard set is like 4 to 10.
I can't tell you how excited I am.
She's super excited. I'm super excited because these have the length of those Addy lace clicks that I like the length of them, but they don't have the horrible Addy lace click join.
Right.
And they have the point of a, not quite as sharp as a signature, but they have the long point of a signature. I think these are going to become my new favorite interchangeable needles.
I know, I'm actually wondering if I can actually put it on my project over there because the needle's so much shorter, it might actually fit around my narrow.
Oh, yeah.
It
might.
No. Because, once it's in circular that way,
I know. I'm going to put the other one on.
Oh, there you go. So thank you very much. We really, really do appreciate
it.
It was so not
unnecessary, but it is highly appreciated. It's very untouched by it, and thank you. And I just, I don't even know what to say. It was very wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We love them.
Oh, yes. And you have more baubles.
I have one baubles and bauble. Can't talk. Bauble and bling. One more. I got the August 2014 club from Hello Yarn.
How long have you been in this club now?
3 times, so like maybe 9 months. It's really pretty. I might have been 4 times. And I talked it over. I share it with Diane because she was the one that got on the list. I love Hello Yarn's color sensibility. And I was talking with my friend about it, Diane, this week, because we had to decide if we wanted to re-up for another go. And as much as I love her color sensibility, here's the problem. Problem is really a strong word for it. Here is the issue with all people that knit. Every single person that I know that knit has a very specific color sensibility. Probably every person in the world, but you really notice it with knitters. If you go on somebody's stash page and you look, you can see what their color sensibility is based on the colors of their yarn. And I always joked around that we have a few friends, if we ever saw, like, came on a random desert island and there was a pile of yarn there, we'd know who was on that island based on the colors of the yarn. So Hello Yarn has a color sensibility that I really like. But what that means is that certain shades of colors come up a lot in her shades, tones, come up a lot in her dyeing. So I feel like I've gotten a year's worth of this. Mm-hmm. And it's starting to blend together in my stash. They're the similarity. I could blend some of them. I could literally blend them together and make something really beautiful. And it happened with me too with Into the World. I love her color sensibility, every colorway that she does. But you tend to gravitate towards certain colors. Right. And it's like they're not exactly the same. You would never look at her things and go, oh, these are all identical. Right. But there are commonalities that pop up. And I feel like I guess I just feel like after a year, you're done. I'm done. And I haven't spun any of it yet because I don't need any more fiber. And yet I keep buying fiber because it's so delightfully inexpensive.
And pretty.
And pretty. So somebody on the lucky waiting list is going to get bumped up because Diane's not re-upping either. She felt the same as me.
She was buying 2 bumps, right?
Well, she was sharing... Our friend Kelly was sharing her double dose with Diane, and then Diane suddenly got off of the waiting list. So then Diane was like, well, I'm already getting 1 bump. Do you want to share?
Oh, all right.
So Diane's been getting 2 bumps of everything, and I've been getting 1.
So is she going to get off of her friend's double
Well,
bump?
I think she and her friend stopped after a while.
Oh, all right.
I mean, it's just, I love that I had a chance to try out Hello Yarn. I love her colors. Her prep is really beautiful. And would I go in the club again someday? I would. I would definitely. It's totally worth it. But I just think I'm done right now.
Not today, yeah.
So somebody out there who's on the waiting list might be getting bumped up. So that's nice. But yeah. That's sad. So I don't know. We might be getting... we weren't sure if we're getting 1 more shipment or not. We can't remember,
where you are in the...
I think we might be getting 1 more shipment, but I'm not sure. But, so this might be the last Hello Yarn thing. This colorway, by the way, it's on Shetland wool top, and it's called Widdershins. And I just dropped my little tightening tool. Did you hear it?
I did hear it.
It hit my foot and it went somewhere. We'll have to look afterwards. It's not a big deal. See, I put these onto my knit picks. Ooh, and then they make this cord work so much better because they're shorter. Cool. I love it that I can, I don't know if the companies like it that they are interchangeable, but I like it.
Yeah,
because that'll blend with my existing cords.
And cords are inexpensive. That I don't mind investing in them. I'll get a couple of each.
Yeah,
I'm excited. Because I am always searching for. I know I had a size 6 in this.
Well, I was saying to Sheila when we opened this gift that I had looked everywhere. All of my 7s are in a project, and now I have an extra 7. So hopefully, after I do my little ripping out, some of my 7s will come back.
So I just put mine on. It's a tight fit, but it fits.
Yeah, it fits.
Where my other cord did not.
Yeah.
My other 5, which was a fixed Knit Pick circular, which ended up breaking, but the cord came out. But that's all right.
Yeah, and this because I just love the feel of these shorter.
And the needles are very good. What I was using is the Addy Turbo Lace in whatever cord this is. But I like this because I can just knit.
Yeah, that's what I've been worry about it. That's what I've been doing. I don't usually do in the round. I usually knit with big ones.
Yeah.
But this size is so easy to find a cord. I think I'm using the 16-inch from my Knit Picks on this.
Oh, good.
So
yeah, I'll see if this works or not because it is stretching it a little bit, but I think it will work.
No, this fits even better then because those were so much longer. They actually made it stretch more.
Yeah, mine's stretching, but we'll see.
Eventually, I did have to start magic looping when I start decreasing for the
tail. Yeah, that makes sense. See, I'm not going to be doing any decreasing on this, so I think this will work out well because.
Did I? Oh, okay. So anyway, that's it for Baubles and Bling. Crushes and Heartbreaks.
Oh, Crushes and Heartbreaks. One of my heartbreaks is I did not get my washing machine delivered this week.
Why?
Because neither Cam or I were going to be home in the allotted time frame. Cam's supervisor was away, and he really needed to. I guess they didn't run a report when they should have, and it just wasn't going to work out. So we are scheduled for this Tuesday, and I said to him, are you definitely going to be there? He goes, yes, I will be there. So I'm hoping to get it this week because we paid for it almost a month ago.
I know, it's been a while.
And so that's one of the heartbreaks. Heartbreak. We have a Frigidaire refrigerator. It's got the ice and water option, which when we're looking, I didn't want it, but nowadays,
I love it now.
Nowadays you can't find them without it, really. And so this was going on. It's got to be at least 12 years ago. Well, the other day, I sometimes will push the lever with my finger if I want the...
Right.
Because, when you're pushing it this way, you have an angle.
Right.
So I wanted it full. And the lever broke. I didn't break it. It just broke. It was wear and tear, and it broke. So I first used Gorilla Glue. Worked for a day, and it broke again. So then I used Gorilla Glue, glued the heck out of it, and duct tape. But looking online, I can replace it. I just got to look online more and try and figure it out and have some time to do it.
And it's funny that happened to her because our ice maker stopped working last night. Eventually, after going on YouTube, which is where I go to repair all of...
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, I have taken apart a washing machine and my microwave oven to fix them before. And I fixed the very same ice maker before from a YouTube video. So I went on YouTube to find the video that helped me diagnose it. And then it quickly turned out that there was a small ice cube jammed in the maker that was keeping it from going.
See, I just use Google and go from there, whether it's a YouTube video or instructions. I've fixed my washing machine, my dryer, a fan. I've fixed so many things.
Yeah, I'm not afraid. I took the whole front off of my microwave oven to check out the electronics. Unfortunately, I was not able to fix it. But it was worth doing it to see whether I could buy a $110 part or buy a $400, because we have a fancy microwave. Turns out we need a new microwave, but since we're selling the house, I'm just going to let it go. They can deal with that.
Other crushes and heartbreaks. don't think so. I think that's pretty much it.
My biggest heartbreak is that I destroyed my third iPhone by accidentally washing it in the washing machine, which is when I went online to learn how to take apart my, it's completely waterproof. So the first iPhone that I ever had, within 3 weeks, I dropped it and smashed the entire screen. And I was really lucky. The Apple Store people took pity on me, and they just let me replace it for the regular contract price instead of making me pay double. The second iPhone that I had, 4 months after I bought it, I dropped it into a bin of water.
Was this how you tried
it?
Okay.
I dropped it into a bin of water. I yanked it out immediately, and after it dried out for a while, it came back to life mostly. And my daughter still has that one. The third one that I just got this in April, like the last week of March. So I had it like 6 months, 5 or 6 months. It's the longest I've ever owned a brand new phone without ruining it. I was upstairs and I put it on top of my laundry basket, and I went downstairs and I put my laundry in and turned the laundry on, went in the other room, and then I was like, oh, my cell phone, where did it go? And then I ran back and I threw everything out of the washing machine into the sink. And somehow the phone, which was, of course, submerged in like 7 inches of water by that point, fell out and down underneath my dryer. And I didn't hear it or see it or anything. So then I get everything out and it's just gone. So I started taking my washing machine apart. Thank you, YouTube. I now know how to take the agitator off of my washing machine, which I did all by myself. Eventually, my husband found a I couldn't find a flashlight that worked in my house. My son had it in his bedroom, and I didn't think to look in there. But when my husband came home, he found it. It was dead. We've dried it out in rice now for a week. My husband plugged it in yesterday. It did, electricity went to it, but there are, purple lines that go across, so we're going to let it dry out a little bit longer. But I don't think that one's coming back. I think maybe washing it for probably 10 minutes in 7 inches of hot water was not good for it. So,
probably not.
I had to buy a brand new phone because everything, we have our calendars all synced on. I mean, I live. This is the only way I can remember to do anything nowadays. And we were really lucky. We have been holdouts on the unlimited data plan since the 90s. When I think early 2000, they switched over where you had to pay for your data plan. You had to have a set amount. But they had to grandfather us in, and they've been trying to get us to switch off of it. And by playing that card and by using an upgrade that my daughter had, I essentially ended up getting this phone for free because we're saving so much money on our plan. But now we don't have unlimited data. But we were already talking earlier this year when we bought my daughter's plan, because she's using my old phone. We had already talked about giving up the unlimited data because we don't use anywhere near the amount that I think we have a 10 megabyte plan. I think the most we've ever used between 3 of us is 5. So we're not anywhere near close to the edge. But in order for my husband to allow me to buy a new phone, he required me, first of all, he wanted me to wear a holster, because he felt that if I had a holster with the phone attached to it, then I wouldn't have lost it. Then he allowed me to get a life-proof case. This is completely waterproof, up to 6.5 feet deep. You can actually, my daughter's friend has one, you could actually take pictures underwater with this. I am not going to do that, but if I did drop it again, hopefully I would not destroy the phone. It's also military grade shock resistant and can be dropped from a height of 6.5 feet. So hopefully I won't be smashing anything with it. He also made me get phone insurance because he feels that I am a poor risk for phone ownership. I don't know why. And since I have been teasing him mercilessly for years with the hashtag key loser, my hashtag is now phone destroyer. And he's never going to let me live this down. I feel terrible about it. I don't know why I destroy iPhone technology, but I just do. So now I have this. So that is my heartbreak, really. That it was a good teaching moment for my daughter. I told her, I was crying all afternoon because before I knew all the bargaining chips we had, it was going to cost $750 to get a new phone. And there was no question that I had to get something.
Right.
So I use it as a teaching moment. I said, even adults make stupid mistakes that they feel horrible about, and you just have to put it behind you and resolve to do better and move on, because she lets mistakes like that really.
Right.
So that is my heartbreak. I don't really have any crushes. I did some canning. I don't really count that as a crush. It was kind of a chore. So that's it for that.
All right. On to the gossip and innuendo and the prizes.
That's right. So let's start out with the big shawl competition. Charity.
I was going to say, I didn't know it was a competition.
Yeah, sorry. I don't know. C. They both start with C. The shawl charity. I told Sheila I'm going to call this show Shawl is another name for hug. Another word for hug. Because that's what these will be like, hugs to everybody that gets one that you donated. So the first, I just randomly grabbed, we bagged up all the prizes. The first prize is a Lorna's Lace dyed Webs base yarn in the Harrison colorway. It's their Huntington fingering weight base. And that goes to...
Well, we had two of these. So one of them goes to BJ Holly. Her name is Bonnie. That was number 97.
BJ Holly.
I wish I had a pen.
Oh. Well.
That's all right.
Okay, I'm just going to put them over here. So BJ Holly got one. And then here's the other one, which goes to...
Spin On Lady. Number 129, Leona.
So, Leona and BJ Holly, please send Sheila your addresses so that you can receive your wonderful prizes. The next thing that we have is this gorgeous skein of Into the World that was donated by a lovely viewer in the colorway. What's this? Perfect for Halloween, I think, and fall.
Oh, I'm looking for your notes on Knitful. Karen. Karin. Karen, number 70, Knitful, won that.
Won this beautiful skein of Into the World fingering weight. So,
great
Karen,
season for it, too.
PM Sheila.
PM me with your snail mail.
And this wonderful prize, which is not going to actually be sent in this giant thing, but I just put it in here to keep it correct. We have somebody who won a $50 gift card to Webs.
And that was Victoria, number 46.
Victoria, send your snail mail to Sheila so she can send this out to you. We have skein of wool mice.
It's really pretty.
In a beautiful blue, green, yellow colorway.
That's weird different, right?
It's a weird different merino superwash 80 wool 20 poly.
And that was Stash LOL, Maryland, number 76.
Maryland, you win wool mice. Send Sheila your snail mail so she can send out your prize. The next thing that we have, 3 skeins of JoJo Land Melody in a beautiful rainbow colorway that was donated by our lovely friend Amelia.
And that's Alita Casey. Alita, number 11, won that.
Alita, send us your snail mail. And last but not least...
Well, no, we have one more. We have a pattern
prize.
Oh,
the pattern prize. Last for the bag prizes. Last but least for the prizes in my little bag here. But not last but not least. This was donated by Knit Run Dig in the UK. You get a bag with apples. Gorgeous, cute little apple
stitch
markers. And a coordinating skein of Strawberry Moon yarn dyed by the Knitting Goddess.
And the winner goes to Maria Wilhelmina Marriott, right? Marriott. Maria
Wilhelmina.
Number 109, Marriott.
Send Sheila your snail mail.
And then the pattern prize was donated by whom? Do you remember?
By... It's on the group. I'm a bad host. I can't remember it off the top of my head. I should have written it down.
I know, I'm surprised you didn't. So that was Comfort Shawl.
It's the pattern of your choice from the designer. It's in here. Knit Designs. So what I'm going to do with the Knit Designs, pattern is I am going to send her your name. And the winner was number 16, Eliz Stitches.
Yeah.
Bets. I'm going to send Knit Designs your name, Bets, and have her contact you so you can figure out which Knit Designs pattern you want.
And there's some really, really nice ones.
Yes, she has some lovely stuff. Cool. So...
That's it for our shawl.
That's charity. The shawl charity one. So let me move all these bags.
Now back to our regularly scheduled program. The August stash down, which was a couple of weeks late. We apologize.
Yes, we're gonna like make up for that, but we are giving away Boogeyman Vesper sock yarn, which was donated. We had 3 lovely of these striping skeins donated by a viewer, and this is one of them.
And that goes to Mojave
Knitter.
It's number 63 in the August stash down.
Send Sheila your information.
Please. The next is the Buried in Stash book. Oh, calendar. I'm sorry.
2015.
Calendar. And the winner of that one is number 9, MCJ Mom.
MCJ Mom, send Sheila your snail mail information, and she will get this out to you.
The next PDF that we have is Knits That Breathe.
Knits That Breathe.
And that is, just so that you guys remember, it's coming up, sorry. That's by Julie Torjoman, Knits That Breathe. And the winner of that one is Third Cookie.
Third Cookie. I will be sending your name to Cooperative Press, and they will send you your lovely PDF file. And since we had a winner of Bigfoot Knits who already had the copy of the pattern, we drew for that again. And the winner of Bigfoot Knits, which is the sock book with the gorgeous shoe styling, is number 22, A1 Dawen. A1Dawen. I have no idea how to pronounce that, but if you will get in touch... Oh, actually, don't get in touch with me. I'm just going to send your name to Cooperative Press, and they will be sending you your fabulous prize. All right, so...
anyone who needs to have a physical prize sent to them, PM me.
Yeah.
And
she's more reliable than me.
Not really. Not really. Not lately.
No. Well,
I get it all bagged up.
Hey,
I know.
So,
so next, starting this week, we're going to do a stash down for September and October.
We're going to join them together.
We're going to join them together, and there'll be 2 prizes.
And we'll draw them at the end of October.
Anything that you finish in September or October will be qualified to win.
Yep.
And it has to be at least 6 months old.
And even if you finished it before we opened the thread, as long as it was in September, go for it.
Yeah.
We're sorry that we forgot to open it, so we're doing the double header one. And that'll work better, too, because the end of September usually is really crazy for me. I realize now I'm not going away this year, so it's not, but we'll just do hectic. 2 with one.
Plus, we're coming up with the October in Rhinebeck.
Fall festivals. So this is good. We'll just do a twofer. Also, next week, we're going to be reviewing another cooperative press book called Sock Architecture. We bumped it out one week just because we want to have plenty of...
Well, maybe it was one. I don't know.
We bumped it out. We bumped it out because we want to give a real review, and it looks like an awesome book. It's by Lara Neal. So tune in for that because there will also be a PDF contest to win the Sock Architecture book.
And there's lots of different heels and stuff. I love different heels.
Yeah, it helps you basically. It's another book to help you make that perfect fitting sock, the style that you want, the way that you want. I love that idea.
Some pretty stuff.
So...
This is, just the clue of the patterns, but I like it when there's two different colors for the heels and the toes. I like different colored heels and toes.
I know, it's kind of pretty.
Yeah.
So, I also forgot. Sorry. I have another announcement. As we may have mentioned before, we, the last 2 years, have been at Rhinebeck with Lois from Knittingsmybag. I know it's weird that I'm talking about her bags when I'm wearing Stitch by Just Lou right on my chesticle area. But those are my two bag ladies. They're my two best bag ladies. But Knittingsmybag has been with us at Rhinebeck the last 2 years. She's going with us again this year, which is awesome. And she has come up with a contest. If you look in her thread, she is going to give, I'm not even sure. She's going to give a credit in her store of a certain amount, which I can't remember off the top of my head. If you come up to her at Rhinebeck and show her your Knittingsmybag bag. So...
Cool.
I could totally win all of those.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm eligible for the competition because I could win all of them. But, so if you're around Rhinebeck and you see us, she's probably with us. Show your Knittingsmybag bag and get a credit. Do you see it?
Yeah, I just saw it. Where'd it go? Show your Knittingsmybag bag. Here it is. A cheaper mall. I'm going to show up with 25 coupons worth $5 off your next Knittingsmybag. So 25 people. 25
people will get $5 off. I knew 25 came in there somewhere.
All you have to do is show me your bag, and I'll give you the coupon, which will be good until December 31st.
I think that's awesome.
Hope to see you at Rhinebeck. And if anyone forgets what Lois looks like or
she's the cutest lady ever.
This is Lois.
She's cute. Hi, Lois.
It's a great selfie, too.
And my friend Jess, Stitch by Jessalou, I have an announcement about her, too. I have to look it up because I totally forgot. Apparently, I was not able to...
I might be able to pull that one up quicker. Because you probably have a gazillion conversations.
It might not even, it might not even be on here because I somehow turned off my iMessage on my phone. And I did not get Jess's messages forever. No, it's not on my phone.
Jess's friend is running a dress drive for the Pioneer Valley USO. She wants us to mention a dress drive.
Yes. Wedding dresses, formal
prom
dresses,
anything.
Dresses. She gave me a link, which I will put in the show notes, and I will put in the, I thought she gave me a link. Oh, it's on Instagram. I'll get it off of Instagram. She has a link for where you can do this, and if you have a fancy dress this time, Denise, mad about Matisse, I don't know what you did with all your old prom dresses, but this would be perfect for that.
So it's USO Pioneer Valley. 2 weeks to find 10 dresses. All the dresses are from military ladies and affiliated in need. I don't see a link. Oh, Operation Love My Dress, care of Milltown
Ink.
Milltown Ink, 3033 Main Street, P.O. Box 1354, Bondsville, Mass. 01009.
And that goes to the wives of military wives, and I'm assuming staff. because women are in the military too.
Yes.
I made it sound like there weren't. So I think that's awesome.
So they're looking for at least 10.
They're trying to get
I'm
at
sure
least 10
extras
dresses.
will be
So
mostly appreciated.
Sending the word out for that. I will put that in the show notes. I will also put it in the thread on our group so that it's easier to find for some people. And it would be great if we could get a few dresses to that USO. So after September 11th, which was yesterday, that would be a nice way to thank the fine people that protect our country.
Absolutely. And I think on that note,
I think that's it. I can't even believe I remembered those two things at the last minute.
I know, I can't either.
The sun lamp is helping me. I don't think it makes your memory better.
I think on that note.
Sorry.
So long, farewell.
I don't know the rest of it.
We started off with the song, we'll end with the song.
That's right.
Have a good week. Knit with heart.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.